Are you trying to rebuild that bankroll after the Super Bowl? Come along with us at Probably, where we track data from the winningest sportsbooks around the world to find you the best bets today and every day across every sport, across every league. Here's your top 10 bets for today, February 12th, 2024. And last week was a monster one, probably our most winning week that I've at least had for the bets that I've put in across all the units here. So let's keep it rolling for this week here. And it starts off, as always, with the man, the thumbnail, Brandon Ingram, under 5.5 rebounds. And you can see all the data here on the screen. That 50% probability is the part that comes from the winningest sportsbooks in around the world. This is what allows you to properly grade out bets to determine how EV or how minus EV they are. But the probably score for this one, a 5 probably score plus 110 odds for Brandon Ingram under 5.5 rebounds. It's like one of the strongest bets taken. Of course, a 50% probability plus money odds, always a bet you're going to want to take, especially when you do see that positive probably score here of a 5 flat. Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds. A lot more minutes for Paul Reed lately, though. Not the most secure minute load. Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds. You could also click the modal if you want to see all the data in text form. You can see it on the slide. You can see it here in this version. But Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds, 57% probability to win this bet. The best bet, though, is at minus 125 odds. And that gives about a 3.1 probably score for Paul Reed under 8.5 rebounds. Jonathan Kuminga under 29.5 PRA is a 55% probability of this bet hitting. The best bet's at minus 113 odds, and that gives about a 3.6 probably score for Kuminga under 29.5 PRAs. He's been on a heater, so but a 55% probability, still definitely favoring the minus money juice on that. Dante DiVincenzo under 3.5 made threes. DiVincenzo, another guy benefiting from a lot of usage go around in that Knicks entire rotation. Of course, no Julius Randle, could open up about 50 possessions a game, maybe more than that. Dante DiVincenzo under 3.5 made threes, a 47% probability to win. Best bet's at plus 120 odds, and that gives about a 3 probably score. So once again, close to a 50-50 probability, plus 120 odds. Very positive EV bet to take, and you get it on DraftKings. So, of course, we don't care about what sportsbook you take a bet at. That's just to tell you what the best bet is and what the winning bet would be if you were to take it. Jaren Jackson under 3.5 assists. Not a big assist man, so we will take this bet. 58% probability on this one. 3.9 probably score if you get the bet at minus 125 odds for Jaren Jackson under 3.5 assists. Vince Williams, another guy with the ball in his hands a lot in the tanking Memphis Grizzlies seasons. But Vince Williams under 4.5 assists, 56% probability on this one. Best bet's at minus 119 odds. Gives about a 2.7 probably score for Vince Williams, who went to BYU, I guess. I didn't know that offhand, unless it's a different Vince Williams. I don't know. But either way. All right. Santi Aldama under 23.5 PRAs. This one at just a 2 flat probably score, so right at that cusp, getting outside the potential margin of error. But Santi Aldama under 23.5 PRAs, a 53% probability to win. Best bets at minus 110 odds. The Carlson gift made me laugh, I have to admit. Got kind of lost in watching the gift. Minus 110 odds, though, for Santi Aldama under 23.5 PRAs. Gives us about a 2 probably score for Santi Aldama. John Conchar, boy, Grizzlies. I don't know why the Grizzlies PRAs are coming up so much, but I guess they're all just priced a little bit soft. John Conchar under 17.5 PRAs, 57% probability for this bet to win. 4.9 probably score if you get the bet at minus 120 odds. So John Conchar added to the list of Grizzlies we are fading. We want to do the Vince Williams one. We already took the under on one of his lines. So, all right, Vince Williams under 26.5 PRAs. We are fading every Grizzly possible. Even though somebody's got to do something in that game. Hopefully it'll be none of the guys that we're taking unders on. Vince Williams under 26.5 PRAs, a 53% probability to win. Best bet's at minus 110 odds, and that gives the bet a 2 probably score for that basic expected value calculation, that basic ROI calculation. With all these Grizzlies bets, I'm pretty sure we're close to 10 already, but we'll keep grabbing a few more. On Yeko Kongu, under 8.5 rebounds, 55% probability to win. Best bets at minus 115 odds, and that gives about a 2.8 probably score for Okonkwo under 8.5 rebounds. Really would like to get a nice 50-50 at plus money going on here, but we've already got, all right. Let's see this one. Over 232.5 and Raptors Spurs, a 54% probability. Best bets at minus 110 odds. That gives about a 2.4 probably score for Raptors Spurs over 232.5. What else? Come on, give me one more good bet. This one's got a high EV on it. Darius Garland over 1.5 made threes, a 55% probability to win. Best bet's at minus 111 odds. That gives about a 5.5 probability score for Darius Garland for 1.5 made threes. An okay bet, which would like to get plus money here. I don't know why we're not getting a lot of plus money bets going. That Ingram rebound bet might be as good as it gets. Precious Achua under 10.5 rebounds, 57% probability of this bet to win. Minus 125 odds. Give the bet a 2.5 probability score for Precious under 10.5 rebounds. Give me one more at plus money here. All right, here we go. 50-50-ish plus money. Tobias Harris under 3.5 assists. 47% probability for this bet to win. Best bets at plus 120 odds. That gives a bet a 3.4 probability score. An ESPN bet. I'm sure they had some great Super Bowl promos going, but as we always talk about here, softest lines in the business, and frankly, one. I think they're available in Pennsylvania, and I might need to move some of my DraftKings money to ESPN bet because the lines are soft there. And a historical thing, a couple of years ago, when I was first kind of workshopping the idea for probably before we actually had gotten to developing it, I was making a killing on Fox Bet because they were the ESPN bet of their time where all the lines were soft. Everything was really easy. They didn't limit you either. So just didn't like Penn's going to limit you probably a little more easily with ESPN bet. Point being, Fox Bet, I made $4,000 on in the course of like 3 weeks, which was one of the best times betting in my life. So an ESPN bet, when you see it's just constantly soft odds, probably worth putting your money there, even though if you're like me, you're a creature of habit. You end up betting on DraftKings over and over again, or FanDuel to a lesser extent, because that's where my money is. So that's what I do. But frankly, getting an ESPN bet should have been a New Year's resolution. But Tobias Harris under 3.5 assists, 47% probability, taking it plus 120 odds. It gives about a 3.4 probability score. Of course, a ton more bets here. It's what I always say here. Part of why I didn't do a video on Friday, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see more people go in the app, because sometimes it happens. When I don't do content today, it makes more people go because you're not getting the free picks. So did work again. So thank you for all you guys who have been signing up. Again, use that promo code FIRST. If you want to save yourself the most money, 50% on your first month. That's for all of our pregame data for $9.99 a month. All of our live video data for under $25 a month. And also you can go to the Apple Store, search Probably, and get yourself in for a free 7-day trial. So 2 ways to get a discount on Probly, to get in there for less money and to get yourself some good bets for less money. That is the goal. And also check the pinned comment. Every week, I guess maybe not every week because we're probably not going to get enough. Every 2 weeks, I think is going to be the goal. I'm going to give away one free month of Probably. So all you have to do is leave us 5 stars and a review on the App Store. Leave some way that I know who you are. And if you do that, you'll be entered to win that free month. So that's what we're going to do here. It's to support the community here. So hit that like button, subscribe. Probably, we care about you winning money. That's the way we make money. It's not off the sportsbook CPAs. It's about you getting in efficient bets as quickly as possible. So check it out for yourself at Probly.com. Check out Probly on the App Store. They'll be back tomorrow with more best bets. I'll see you guys then. Enjoy your days. And of course, good luck.